going on, everybody? Joseph Hadid here for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your news, your local community. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Worldwide Sport Updates. It is Friday, January 27th, 2023. And wow. We are now at the end of January as we close it out and prepare for the month of February. And not to mention, prepare for the Super Bowl. But before we do prepare for the Super Bowl, we got to find out the final four teams that will be punching their ticket to the ultimate dance. Ladies and gentlemen, what a weekend it's going to be. We have the Kansas City Chiefs facing the Cincinnati Bengals in the NFC Championship at 6:30 p.m. kickoff time on Sunday, January 29th. I'm sorry, folks. And then on January 29th, you also have the NFC Championship between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. And speaking of the 49ers and the Eagles, we're going to talk about those upcoming matchups because for you folks out there that are listening in to our podcast, you're going to need some tickets to get there, but they're a little bit pricey, but we'll get to that. Again, folks, this is Joseph Hadid for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your sports, your news, your local community. Thank you for joining us, family. It is TGIF. Thank God it is Friday, and we close out another work week and prepare for this upcoming weekend. I am ecstatic. Hopefully everybody that's tuning in and listening in is ecstatic as well. All right, let's get right to it, and let's go over what sports happened this past week. And we're going to start off with some hockey news here, ladies and gentlemen. The whole hockey world just witnessed what Linus Ullmark is doing for the Bruins. The Bruins' third period comeback was all about Jake DeBrusk, but the two first periods were all about the man in goal. Boston would not have even been in position to come back in the Winter Classic had it not been for the calm, cool dominance of Linus Ullmark. Adding to his already league best numbers, Ullmark, ladies and gentlemen, stopped 26 of 27 shots to backstop the Bruins to a 2-1 comeback win Monday at Fenway Park. He is now 21-1-1 on the season with 190 goals against average and .939 save percentage. And ladies and gentlemen, that all tops in the NHL department. So how crazy is that? Is very tremendous. They're at 38-6-4 on the season. And again, speaking of the Bruins, they lost yesterday. Final score, they lost to the Tampa Bay Lightning 3-2 as the Tampa Bay Lightning improved their record 31-15-1 on the season campaign. All right, let's move forward, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk some NFL football, ladies and gentlemen. And a lot of people have been asking me this past week, to get to the game, how much are the tickets going to cost? And ladies and gentlemen, based off of some research, standing room only, yes, it is roughly between $600 and $800, folks. Can you believe it? Yeah, I kid you not, folks. But there's other average tickets that, we need to talk about. So, ticket prices for the 49ers-Eagles NFC Championship game reach historically and ridiculous level. The average ticket for the NFC Championship game between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers on Sunday is set to cost a mind-boggling, ladies and gentlemen, here we go, $2,034. That's according to Ticket IQ. This ticket price makes this matchup the most expensive NFL Conference Championship playoff game in more than 10 years. How crazy is that, right? Well, here we'll look at how and why the ticket prices for the 49ers and Eagles NFC Championship game have reached historically ridiculous levels. The Eagles and 49ers in Philly this upcoming Sunday is the most expensive conference title game ever. Average purchase price is roughly between $1,102. That is 31% more expensive than last year's NFC Championship game with the 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. The most expensive purchase so far is 2 tickets. That is $4,178 each, which is a total of $8,356. Crazy amount. So for anybody that's going to this game this upcoming weekend, many people are gonna ask, is it worth the gas trip? Is it worth, to go out there and show support to the football team? Many people are gonna say yes, because there's so many diehard Eagle fans when you are living pretty much in the eastern United States. You know what I mean. And also, especially for the people that are traveling from San Francisco all the way to Philadelphia, what are they going to be encountering nonetheless? So something to prepare for though. But ladies and gentlemen, for anybody that's going out this upcoming weekend to watch the championship games again between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs, and also the Philadelphia Eagles and the 49ers for the NFC Championship, enjoy them. But many people are saying, is it worth spending and emptying our wallets for something that's going to be not only historical in price terms, but also historical when it comes to making memories, to being at the game and living and witnessing what is to come. And that is Final Four teams punching their ticket to the ultimate dance, and that is Super Bowl 57. Alright, let's switch over to NBA, ladies and gentlemen. 2023 NBA All-Star Draft, ladies and gentlemen, to take place live before the All-Star Game. The 2023 NBA All-Star Game just leveled up. The NBA on Tuesday announced that for the first time ever, the All-Star Draft for the game will take place live from Vivint Arena in Salt Lake City, Utah, just before tip-off. TNT will air the draft as a live pregame segment on Sunday, February 19th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 30 minutes before the action gets underway. The 2 captains of each team will pick their starters and reserves from each conference, with the first pick going to who accumulated the most points in fan voting. TNT, ladies and gentlemen, on the TV broadcast will announce the captains and starters on Thursday, January 26th. I guess they did announce them, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for anybody that missed them. Again, they were announced yesterday on January 26th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. They announced the team captains, and I think I have them, ladies and gentlemen, for you. The team captains are none other than, congratulations to LeBron James. He is your team captain, and also Giannis Antetokounmpo. So congratulations to them, folks. And ladies and gentlemen, speaking of LeBron James, ladies and gentlemen, has hit his 19th consecutive All-Star game. Possibly, I think, tied with Michael. Is it Michael Jordan or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I believe? Let me get that for you, folks. I think it is one of the two. Let's see. I believe it's... Yeah, let me check, folks. Let me look at my resources here. Again, congratulations to Team LeBron and Team Giannis Antetokounmpo. Ladies and gentlemen, they are your team captains as we speak. Okay, so congratulations to them are in order. And speaking of LeBron James, folks, with him hitting his 19th consecutive All-Star game, he now ties with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the most career All-Star game appearance at 19. So again, congratulations to LeBron James nonetheless. And again, ladies and gentlemen, the team captains have been announced yesterday, January 26th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And ladies and gentlemen, it will be Team LeBron versus Team Giannis Antetokounmpo. And ladies and gentlemen, here are the starters. The starters for Team LeBron will be Steph Curry of the Golden State Warriors, Luka Doncic of the Dallas Mavericks, Nikola Jokic of the Denver Nuggets, and Zion Williamson of the New Orleans Pelicans. As for the Eastern Conference All-Star starters, it will be none other than Giannis Antetokounmpo, like I mentioned, Kyrie Irving from the Brooklyn Nets, Donovan Mitchell from the Cleveland Cavaliers, Kevin Durant from the Brooklyn Nets, and Jason Tatum from the Boston Celtics. Alright, based on the third and final round of voting, LeBron James 6,506, well actually 6,506,682, and Giannis Antetokounmpo with 5,970,196 are the current top two fan vote getters. James has been a captain every year since the new format started in the year 2018, while Antetokounmpo was a captain in 2019 and 2020. Team LeBron, ladies and gentlemen, has never lost in the competition, which could make the live draft intriguing. Alright, again, congratulations to team captains, Team LeBron and Team Giannis Antetokounmpo. Alright, a lack of scoring is sinking the Senators. Let's go to NHL hockey, ladies and gentlemen. The Ottawa Senators have a scoring problem. General manager Pierre Dorion has spent a lot of time on the road over the past 2 weeks in advance of the March 3rd trade deadline. The Senators figured to be contenders at this point of the rebuild, but reality is setting in. The team sits 13th in the Eastern Conference, and there is increasing daylight between the Senators and the teams chasing those final playoff berths. One of the interesting points Durant has made in talking to the media over the last couple of weeks is a belief the team is better than its record indicates. In some regards, Durant has a point. The team has occupied the cellar for much of the year, but if you looked at the performance by way of goal differential, you would have struggled to find a bad team until recently. And here is the graphic, ladies and gentlemen, to show Ottawa's net goal differential versus 10-game margin of victories. So here's the graphic below. Right here, here's the graphic to show you, ladies and gentlemen, what we are talking about. The Senators, ladies and gentlemen, were carrying a season-to-date goal differential of just -1 on January 3rd, which would generally have a team positioned in the thick of the playoff race heading into the final 40 games. But that hasn't been the case for Ottawa. The team dealt with a bit of poor puck luck early in the year, but the goal differentials and losses are starting to accelerate in the wrong direction. Alright, let's move over again to NBA news, ladies and gentlemen. The Knicks have held off the Celtics in overtime. Pistons top the Nets. New York Julius Randle scored 37 points, ladies and gentlemen, on Thursday, which is yesterday, as the Knicks handed the NBA leading Celtics a third straight defeat with a 120-117 overtime victory in Boston. Randle added 9 rebounds and Jalen Brunson scored 29 points with 4 rebounds, 7 assists, and a crucial block as time expired, as the Knicks thwarted the Boston's comeback bid. Boston's Jason Tatum celebrated his selection as an all-star starter with 35 points and 14 rebounds. Jaylen Brown scored 22 points with 9 rebounds, but Boston's star duo also combined for 6 key turnovers, and Brown missed 2 free throws with 7.6 seconds remaining to hurt Boston's cause. Randle, meanwhile, drained a pair of clutch free throws with 21.2 seconds left and RJ Barrett added another 2 foul shots before Brunson swatted away a potential game-tying three-pointer by Malcolm Brogdon as time ticked off in overtime. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, many people have asked, what is a two-way contract in the NBA? And we have the answer for you. Many basketball players dream of playing in the NBA. However, not everyone can be considered talented enough to play in the big league. Many have tried and failed over the years. It's a league where the best players across the globe compete against each other. However, at times, there are a few who get overlooked and miss out on the opportunity to showcase their skills. Fortunately, the association came up with a solution in 2017. It decided to initiate a two-way contract, a deal that will allow players who went, well, actually not will allow, but I think they will allow players, well, same thing, who went undrafted the opportunity to play with NBA teams. Additionally, players under this special contract can also play for the team's G League affiliate throughout the season. That's not a big gig for players trying to prove themselves in the league. Initially, two-way players were allowed to play 45 days a season with their team. However, they were restricted from participating in any post-season game. The circumstances changed when the league allowed two-way players to play in the 2020 playoffs as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. After the NBA bubble concluded, the association decided to award two-way players more playing time on the main roster. As of the 2020-2021 season, their number of games has increased to 50 per season. To add icing on the cake, two-way players have had an increase in salary from $81,995 to $449,155. All right, let's shift over to some Major League Baseball news, ladies and gentlemen. The Baltimore Orioles deal for southpaw Cole Irvin from the Oakland Athletics. So Baltimore Oilers have dealt for southpaw Cole Irvin from the Oakland Athletics. The Oilers spent nearly 2 months exploring all avenues for acquiring another experienced starting pitcher. On Thursday, they pulled off a trade to land a reliable one. Baltimore received left-hander Cole Irvin in a deal with Oakland, adding a quality starter who should slot into its 5-man rotation to open the 2023 season. The O's also acquired minor league right-hander Kyle Vertabisky, and they sent shortstop Daryl Hernandez, the club's number 16 prospect, pure MLB pipeline to the A's, as we just mentioned. Here are the trade details. Oilers, ladies and gentlemen, they get left-handed pitcher Cole Irvin and right-handed pitcher Kyle Vertabisky. The Oakland Athletics, ladies and gentlemen, they get shortstop Darrell Hernandez and O's number 16 prospect. Excuse me. Irvin, ladies and gentlemen, who will turn 29 on Tuesday, was a rotation stalwart in Oakland over the past 2 seasons, providing dependability for the staff. He posted a 4.24 ERA in 178 1/3 innings over his 32 starts in 2021. He pitched even better in 2022, ladies and gentlemen, recording a 3.98 ERA and a career high 181 innings over 30 starts, also setting career bests in strikeouts 128 and a whip of WHIP, ladies and gentlemen, that is of 1.16. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for this week. I will see you next Friday's recorded podcast. Stay on top of our sports news, ladies and gentlemen, again on a daily basis. Till then, hit the like button, subscribe, share it out, let everybody know what Worldwide Sport Updates is all about. For all the latest sports updates, ladies and gentlemen, we are here for you, sports family. We are here for you, ladies and gentlemen, nonetheless. So tune in next Friday for another recorded podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Also, we do have a live Sunday podcast if necessary. If there is any important news, we will go live and talk about it. But as of right now, we just haven't found the time to go live as we are dealing with some kind of busy scheduling here in the office. So sorry for the inconvenience on that. But ladies and gentlemen, we're always here for you, no matter what. This is our passion. This is our goal. This is our dedication to giving you the top news that is transpiring throughout the weekly basis. All right. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, have a great week. Great weekend. Enjoy those conference championship games, ladies and gentlemen, on Sunday, January 29th, between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs, and for the AFC Championship game, and also the 49ers versus the Philadelphia Eagles for the NFC Championship game. And also, ladies and gentlemen, one more thing to note here. The AFC Championship game will be Sunday, January 29th at 6:30 p.m. kickoff time. The Eagles and 49ers will kick off the early window at 3 p.m. kickoff time for the final four teams to punch their ticket to Super Bowl 57. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Joey Hadid for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your sports, your news, your local community. Have yourself a great weekend. We'll talk to you soon, sports family. Take care. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.